Mommy Panda and the Ice Cream Cart. Mommy Panda pushes a colorful ice cream cart into the yard. Boo sees the cart and happily jumps up.
Whoa! Yahoo!
Rocky runs over to look at the colorful ice creams. Thief secretly watches the ice cream cart from afar. Mommy Panda gets an ice cream for Boo.
Whoa!
But the ice cream cart accidentally rolls down a small slope. Boo and Rocky panic and run after the cart. Thief runs behind too.
Oh!
The ice creams shake back and forth on the cart. The ice cream cart bumps into a bush and stops. One ice cream flies into the air. The ice cream lands on Thief's head. Boo laughs loudly. Rocky holds his belly and laughs hard.
Oh my, I'm too round for this. Just one more jump. Relax, big guy. I've got this. My tongue is like a rocket. Make way! Official rescue mission in progress. Are you guys playing? Here is your ball. Now, anyone has snacks?
Panda and the missing vegetable garden. Panda and Rocky plant vegetables in their garden, watering and pulling weeds. They're sweaty but happy. Night falls. From behind the fence, Thief sneaks in. He looks around, grins slyly, pulls out vegetables non-stop, stuffing them into a sack. In no time, the garden is completely empty. The next morning, Panda and Rocky wake up and rush into the garden. Nothing is left. Both freeze, eyes wide open. Panda and Rocky run to report it to Police Officer Reno, pointing wildly. Reno nods and heads out to patrol the streets. At a small roadside market, Reno spots Thief setting up a vegetable stall, smiling as if nothing happened. Reno walks toward him. Thief turns around and sees Reno. Turns pale in shock. Reno chases closely behind. Thief runs wildly, stumbling again and again. Panda and Rocky watch from afar, sighing in relief and laughing hard. That afternoon was very peaceful, until a sudden beep broke the silence. Police Dino immediately senses that something might be wrong. The group quickly gathers together, tension rising. Rocky points excitedly toward a small box near the park corner. Panda slowly walks toward the box, careful with every step. The panda approached and opened the box and discovered a surprise. It turns out to be just a forgotten alarm clock, still beeping. The alarm stops, the danger is gone, and laughter fills the park. The too-tight hat panda is resting on a park bench, placing his hat beside him. From behind, Thief sneaks up. He quickly grabs the hat, puts it on his head, and slips away. Panda turns around. The hat is gone. Panda's eyes widen as he looks around. Scene change. Thief walks along, adjusting the hat on his head. Suddenly, the hat is too tight, stuck firmly on his head, impossible to remove. Thief pulls hard. It won't come off. Thief starts running away, but because the hat covers his eyes, he staggers around, bumping into things left and right. Suddenly, bam! Thief runs straight into Police Officer Reno on patrol. Both freeze for half a second. Reno looks at the hat on Thief's head, looks at Panda running over, understands immediately. Reno holds Thief firmly, lifts the hat off. Reno returns the hat to Panda. Panda puts the hat on and bows in thanks.
Freeze! Who stole the giant cake for our tea party? Based on optical analysis and sugar traces, the culprit is right here. Cow, you look very suspicious in those stripes. I'm innocent, boss. It's just my new pajamas. I'm on a diet. I only look at cake, not eat it. Yeah, cow only eats grass. Cake isn't even tasty compared to that. Wait a second. Why is there pink cream on your tail? That's paint. I was painting. Then why does your paint smell like strawberries? I'm sorry. The cake smelled so good. I just wanted one bite. But then I ate the whole thing. I was scared. So I lied. Eating cake isn't bad. But lying and making others look guilty is not okay. Uh-oh. Since you admitted your mistake, your punishment is go buy a new cake with cow for everyone. Today's lesson. One honest word is worth more than 1,000 cakes.
Panda and the Unexpected Pit. Panda and Rocky head to an open field to plant trees. They dig small holes, place young saplings inside, and carefully cover them with soil. Nearby, Thief is pushing a wheelbarrow loaded with dirt and rocks, whistling as he goes, not paying attention to his surroundings. Crash! Thief accidentally rolls the wheelbarrow over a freshly planted tree. The sapling bends and falls over. Panda and Rocky freeze, turning to look at Thief. Thief looks confused and shrugs, as if he has no idea what happened. The two plant another tree nearby. Just as they finish, crash again! Thief's wheelbarrow runs over it once more, ruining the tree again. Panda and Rocky look at each other and sigh in frustration. Suddenly, Rocky gets an idea. The two dig a large hole right in Thief's path, then step aside and pretend to keep planting. Thief pushes the wheelbarrow forward, still not paying attention. Thud! The wheelbarrow flips over, and Thief tumbles into the hole, dirt and rocks flying everywhere. This is a little family, enjoying a normal day in their garden. Suddenly, one of the little ones climbs too high and doesn't know how to get down. The whole family notices right away and understands that help is needed. They carefully look around the tree to find the safest solution. The tree is quite tall, so every move must be slow and careful. Working together, they guide the little one to climb down step by step. Safe on the ground at last. Everyone smiles with relief.
Do not press! Press it!
Whoa!
See?
said you can press that. My turn!
Huh?
Did you hear that?
On a sunny afternoon, the group is happily spending time in the park. Suddenly, one drop falls from the sky, then another.
Oh!
Police Dino quickly realizes it. Rain is coming. Rocky starts running around, searching for shelter. A bit too fast.
Huh? Oh.
Panda stays calm. So calm that the rain hits before Panda even notices. Gray Cat quickly leads everyone toward a small shelter nearby.
Go, go, go!
The group squeezes under the tiny roof, standing closer than ever. The rain arrives fast, but laughter arrives even faster. The backward running watch. Panda is resting on a park bench and sets his watch down beside him. From behind, Thief sneaks up. He quickly steals the watch, smirks slyly, and walks away. Panda turns back. The watch is gone. Panda looks around in confusion. Scene change. Thief walks along, trying on the watch. Suddenly, the watch hands start spinning backward. Thief frowns in confusion. Time 1, wrong moment. Thief tiptoes while trying to steal something in a street corner. The moment he bends down, Police Officer Reno appears right behind him. Thief jumps in shock and runs. Time 2, wrong moment. Thief sits down, thinking he's safe. He looks at the watch. The hands are still running backward. Reno appears right in front of him. Thief starts sweating, panicking. Final scene. Exhausted, Thief runs, crashes straight into Panda, who is standing with Reno. Rhino understands and holds Thief firmly. Reno returns the watch to Panda. Thief is taken away.
Thief and the giant watermelon. Boo is watering the plants with a tiny watering can. Rocky is carrying fruit in a wheelbarrow. The wheelbarrow hit a rock, causing the watermelon to fly out. Thief secretly peeks out from behind a bush. Oh. Thief rubs his hands and looks around. Thief tiptoes very carefully, but accidentally steps on a branch. Boo hears the noise and turns around. Thief instantly freezes like a statue. Boo tilts his head in confusion and continues watering the plants. The watermelon rolls on the road. Thief runs after it. Boo laughs and runs behind. Rocky stands in front to stop it. The watermelon rolls through Rocky's legs and he falls down. The watermelon hits the tree and bounces back. Boo laughs happily. Thief and Rocky look at each other and laugh. The three sit together eating watermelon.
The stage light. The street is pitch dark, with only a few dim lights. Thief sneaks in, bending low, as he steals in the shadows, tiptoeing and constantly glancing around. Nearby, Panda and Rocky are standing beside a lighting control panel. Panda accidentally presses the wrong button. Click! The stage light blasts on. A powerful spotlight shines straight onto Thief. His whole body is brightly lit, standing in the middle of the street, like the main performer. Thief freezes, covers his face, turns left and right. The light keeps following him with no escape. Thief gives an awkward bow, trembling. Police Officer Reno steps out of the darkness. Reno walks over, turns off the light. The moment the light goes out, Thief is already in handcuffs. The light turns back on. Panda and Rocky stand there laughing hard. Wow, this cake is all for me. It looks so yummy tummy. Huh? Haha, this cake belongs to me. Stand back or I will achoo. Ouch, my nose! Where did the cake go? Freeze! Who is making a mess here? Buffalo thief again? Stealing cake from a kid? No way! But officer, it smells so good. I just wanted a tiny bite. If you want to eat, you must ask. No grabbing allowed. Wait, don't fight everyone. This cake is too big for one tummy. Why don't we all share? Good idea. Eating alone is boring. Eating together is fun. Sharing is caring. Yay!
Boo and the slide. Boo runs into the yard and sees a small slide.
Whoa!
Boo happily climbs up the slide. Rocky stands below, watching Boo. Pee-Pee sits nearby, curiously looking at the slide. Boo slides down very fast. Boo rolls onto the soft grass. Rocky laughs loudly. Boo stands up, dusts himself off, and laughs too. Pee-Pee curiously climbs up the slide. Pee-Pee slides down too fast. Pee-Pee spins around on the ground and becomes dizzy. Boo and Rocky laugh hard. Boo climbs up the slide again. Rocky and Pee-Pee run behind him. The three happily play on the slide together.
Stop! My bike, who broke it? You break it, you fix it.
Wow.
Panda and the Ink Clue. Panda is sleeping soundly on his bed, snoring softly. The door slowly opens. Thief sneaks in, tiptoeing as he stuffs items into a bag. An item drops to the floor. Thud! Panda jolts awake. Panda looks around and spots an ink box on the table. He throws it hard toward the door. The ink box bursts open, splattering ink all over Thief's clothes as he escapes. Panda stands there, panting. An idea pops into his head. Panda goes to report it to Police Officer Reno, pointing and explaining excitedly. Reno nods and stands with Panda, watching the street. A moment later, Thief walks by, pretending to be calm. Panda notices ink stains all over Thief's clothes. Panda points repeatedly and nods firmly. Reno looks at Thief, looks at the ink stains, looks at Panda. Rhino understands immediately. Reno chases after Thief. Thief panics and runs, but slips and falls. Reno catches Thief. Thief pretends to be kind. Rocky has an injured leg, walking with a limp, holding his leg in pain and looking exhausted. Thief notices him, his eyes lighting up. He immediately rushes over and pretends to help, supporting Rocky as he crosses the street, acting very kind and nodding repeatedly. People around them watch, showing approval. From a distance, Panda sees the scene, looks surprised, then narrows his eyes suspiciously. Panda secretly follows, hiding behind a road sign. After Rocky finishes crossing the street, Thief quickly glances around. Suddenly, Thief slips his hand into Rocky's pocket and steals the wallet, quickly tucks it into his jacket, pretending to brush off his hands. Rocky has no idea, still rubbing his injured leg. Panda's eyes widen and he points straight at Thief. At that exact moment, police officer Reno appears. Reno walks over. Thief turns around, startled, his face going stiff. Reno signals him to stop and opens his bag. Rocky's wallet is inside. Reno takes Thief away. Panda lets out a sigh of relief. Rocky, leaning on crutches, gives Panda a thumbs up in thanks. Panda and the construction site incident. Panda and Rocky are walking past a construction site, surrounded by vehicles, piles of dirt and rocks, and warning signs. Up ahead, Thief is driving a cargo truck, moving slowly through the site. Suddenly, Rocky spots a ball lying in the middle of the road. Without thinking, Rocky rushes out to grab the ball. Panda gasps in shock and reaches out to stop him. Seeing Rocky ahead, Thief panics and swerves to avoid him. Bang! The truck crashes into a pile of dirt and rocks by the roadside. Thief is thrown out, rolls a few times, then stands up right away, shaking himself off, unhurt. But smoke rises from the front of the truck. Flames begin to appear. Panda and Rocky stare in worry. The two of them turn and run as fast as they can. Panda and Rocky run to report it to Police Officer Reno. Reno nods. The fire truck arrives at the scene. Firefighters spray water to put out the fire, and the smoke slowly fades. Thief stands nearby, letting out a sigh of relief. That afternoon, the park was very quiet. A little too quiet. Suddenly, they hear a strange sound coming from behind the bushes. The police Reno immediately becomes alert.
I'm going. Huh?
The panda raises a hand, signaling everyone to stay close together. The little green friend slowly steps forward to see what's going on.
Huh?
The gray cat narrows their eyes and spots something unexpected. It turns out to be just a ball rolling by with the wind. After a moment of silence, they all start laughing at themselves. Sometimes the biggest mysteries are really just very small things. Panda and the overpowered kick. Panda and Rocky stand on a small city street, happily juggling a ball back and forth. The ball floats gently through the air. From afar, Thief walks over, eyeing the ball with excitement. He gestures, asking to join. Panda and Rocky look at each other and nod. Thief takes a long run up, kicks the ball extremely hard. The ball shoots into the air and smacks into the rear window of a garbage truck driving past. The driver panics and swerves suddenly. The truck jerks to a stop near a wall. The back lid pops open, and paper, bottles, and boxes fly everywhere like confetti. Panda, Rocky, and Thief freeze. 3 pairs of wide eyes. Thief slowly steps backward, trying to sneak away. Police Officer Reno rushes in. He looks at the mess, then points at the trash. Reno signals, "Everyone clean up." The garbage truck driver crosses his arms and nods in approval. The street is clean again. The water bucket above Thief is climbing over a wall, gripping carefully with both hands and feet, sneaking in to steal from a yard. Below, Panda walks by, holding a rope that's hanging loosely. Without noticing, Panda gives the rope a light pull. Bam! A large bucket of water from above crashes down. Thief is soaked from head to toe, loses his grip, falls flat onto the ground, completely drenched. Thief jumps up, looks around in panic, then runs away. But wet footprints are left all over the alley. Panda looks down, points at the water trail in surprise. Scene change. Police Officer Reno appears, bending down to examine the wet footprints. Reno follows the trail step by step. The water leads around a street corner. At the end of the road, Thief is hiding, trying to wring his clothes dry. Rhino appears behind him, caught red-handed. Panda and the Nighttime Bag Incident. Panda and Rocky walk along a quiet street, dim yellow streetlights casting a spooky atmosphere. Suddenly, a dark shadow appears behind them, waving and swaying like a ghost. Panda and Rocky jump in fright. Both of them take off running, dropping a bag on the ground without noticing. The shadow disappears. From a hidden corner, Thief sneaks out, spots the bag, picks it up with a sly grin, and quickly leaves. Scene change. Panda and Rocky rush to the police station, gesturing wildly to Police Officer Reno. Reno nods and heads out to patrol the street. On the road, Reno notices Thief
stop!
walking along, carrying a bag. Reno raises his hand, signaling him to stop. At that moment, Panda walks over and spots the bag. Panda points at it and nods firmly, signaling that it belongs to him. Thief is startled, steps back, then turns and runs away. Reno immediately gives chase. Panda and Rocky stay behind, watching.
Pippi and the Pinwheel. Pidgey holds a colorful pinwheel in the yard.
Wow!
A light breeze makes the pinwheel spin slowly. Boo runs over and looks excitedly at the pinwheel.
Huh? Whoa!
Reno stands behind smiling. A strong gust of wind suddenly blows by. The pinwheel spins very fast. Pidgey tries to hold the pinwheel with both hands. But the pinwheel flies out of Pidgey's hands. Boo runs after the flying pinwheel. Reno runs behind too. The pinwheel flies over a small bush. Boo jumps trying to catch the pinwheel. But the pinwheel keeps spinning in the air. The pinwheel falls onto Rhino's head. Reno freezes for a moment, then laughs loudly. Pee-Pee and Boo laugh hard.
Panda and the Fishing Day. Surprise! Panda and Rocky carry their fishing rods and happily walk to a quiet lakeside. There, Thief is already sitting and fishing, looking grumpy while staring at his float, which never moves. Almost immediately, Panda's float dips. He catches a fish. Rocky also catches a fish and smiles proudly. Thief looks over. Nothing. He pulls up his line. Empty. His face grows more and more frustrated. Panda and Rocky keep catching fish, filling their bucket. Thief watches, burning with jealousy. Unable to stand it anymore, Thief moves over and takes their spot, pushing them aside. He grins confidently. Suddenly, Thief's float jerks hard. Excited, he yanks the rod up with all his strength. A crocodile bursts out of the water. Thief freezes, eyes wide. Thief screams and runs away, dropping his fishing rod. Panda and Rocky stare for a moment. Then Panda bursts into laughter, holding his belly. Rocky laughs along. Panda and Rocky head to the beach. Suddenly, Thief appears, spreading his arms to claim their spot and shooing Panda and Rocky away. He lies down and grins smugly. Panda and Rocky look at each other, sigh, and pick up their things to move elsewhere. They haven't even settled for long when Thief shows up again, chasing them away once more. Panda and Rocky are annoyed but hold it in, quietly moving again. Suddenly, the sky darkens and rain pours down. Panda and Rocky rush under a large umbrella nearby to take shelter. Before they can even settle, Thief charges in, snatches the umbrella, and pushes Panda and Rocky back into the rain. Thief stands under the umbrella, laughing triumphantly. Boom! Lightning strikes the umbrella directly. Smoke rises thickly. Thief stands frozen, his face pitch black, hair standing on end, eyes blinking. Panda and Rocky stand nearby, holding their bellies and laughing uncontrollably. Thief the Magician in a small plaza. Thief stands in the middle of the street, wearing a hat and a cape, setting up a magic table. Thief bows and begins his act. Pulling a scarf from his sleeve, making a coin disappear, tossing playing cards into the air. Panda and Rocky stand watching, clapping excitedly, eyes shining. While performing, Thief secretly slips his hand out, stealing from Panda's bag. Rocky keeps watching, then suddenly freezes and narrows his eyes suspiciously. Just as Thief prepares his big finale, he raises his hands high, creating a cloud of smoke. Police Officer Reno appears behind him. Thief turns around, jumps in shock, about to run. Reno points firmly. Pop! With one quick move, Thief vanishes from the stage, caught by Reno from behind. Panda and Rocky stand frozen for a moment, then burst into laughter, clapping even louder than before. Reno leads Thief away. Panda gives a thumbs up. The mixed-up helmet Panda stops by the roadside, places his helmet on the motorbike seat, and walks off to buy something. From behind, Thief sneaks up. He quickly grabs the helmet, puts it on his head, and slips away. Panda comes back. The helmet is gone! Panda looks around in confusion. Scene change. Thief walks along, adjusting the helmet. Suddenly, the helmet is way too big, covering his entire face and blocking his view. Thief stretches out his hands to feel his way, staggering, bumping into a lamppost, crashing into a trash bin. People around step aside, watching and giggling. Thief speeds up to escape, still unable to see what's ahead. Suddenly, bam! Thief crashes straight into Officer Reno, who is on patrol. Both freeze for half a second. Reno looks at the oversized helmet covering Thief's face, then at Panda running over and immediately understands. Reno restrains Thief, lifts the helmet off. Reno hands the helmet back to Panda. Panda puts it on and bows in thanks. Thief is led away.
Pee-Pee and the Rainbow. The rain has just stopped. Pee-Pee walks into the yard and looks at the puddles. Boo runs over. Boo jumps into a puddle, splashing water everywhere. Pee-Pee laughs happily. A ray of sunlight appears in the sky. Boo points into the distance. Pee-Pee looks up. A big rainbow appears behind the clouds. Boo happily runs around the yard. Pee-Pee runs behind him. Boo runs through small puddles. Pee-Pee runs behind him. Boo jumps into a big puddle. Water splashes onto Pee-Pee's face. Pee-Pee freezes for a moment, then laughs loudly. Boo and Pee-Pee sit on the grass. They both look at the rainbow in the sky. Boo happily waves at the rainbow. Pee-Pee looks at Boo and laughs loudly.
That afternoon, the group was about to enjoy some cake when something felt wrong.
Huh?
One piece of cake is missing.
Oh
no! Police Dino immediately treats this as a very serious case. Rocky starts staring at everyone with deep suspicion.
Huh?
Meanwhile, Panda is calmly chewing cake. Gray Cat quietly turns away, trying to hide a tiny smile. Suddenly, Police Dino realizes the cake is in Panda's hand.
Huh?
It turns out Panda thought it was his cake and ate it without noticing. The case is closed, but the cake is gone forever.
Rhino and the Red Umbrella. It starts to rain lightly. Reno Police walks in the yard holding a red umbrella. Boo stands by the window looking outside. Oh! Boo runs over and stands beside Reno. A strong wind suddenly blows. The red umbrella pulls Reno forward. Uh-oh. Boo runs behind, laughing loudly. Reno tries to hold the umbrella with both hands. But the umbrella spins around, making Reno dizzy. Reno lightly falls onto the soft grass. The umbrella flies into a bush. Boo runs over and helps get the umbrella. Aha! Reno stands up and dusts himself off. Boo looks at Reno and laughs loudly. The two walk together in the light rain.
The tree used the wrong way afternoon. Thief sneaks in, cuts down a small tree, and props it against a wall, using it as a ladder to break in. Thief tests it by climbing a few steps, finds it stable, and nods smugly. Scene change. On the other side of the wall, Panda is planting a tree. Panda digs a hole, places a young, flexible sapling inside, and carefully fills the soil. Panda presses the soil firmly, dusts off his hands, and walks away. Cut back to Thief. Thief climbs the tree ladder again, going higher this time. Suddenly, the tree snaps back, the flexible trunk being released, flinging Thief backward. Bam! Thief lands flat on his back, dizzy, with stars spinning around his head. The tree springs back to its original position, standing upright as if it had never been cut. Just then, Police Officer Reno appears at the end of the alley. Reno crosses his arms and sighs. Reno leads Thief away.
Boo and the ball. Boo plays with a ball in the yard. Boo throws the ball into the air and catches it. Boo laughs happily. But the ball bounces hard and flies into a tree. Boo looks up at the tree in surprise. Rhino runs over to help Boo. Reno holds a long stick.
2 hours later.
Reno tries to poke the ball down. The ball hits Reno's head, making him dizzy. Boo bursts out laughing. The ball falls onto the ground. Boo picks up the ball. Boo throws the ball to Reno. Reno catches the ball. They laugh happily.
Look at that big bubble! I want to touch it! Stop! If it pops, he will wake up. And he's grumpy when he's hungry. Oh no, my candy! It's floating! It's going to pop! Run!
Wow.
Wow, a candy dream! Thank you, little friends! Yum, my candy! I didn't do anything! What's going on? Oh, my candy disappeared!
Huh?
Not me! Aha! It's you! Evidence! Where's my candy? Panda sits down on a bench, relaxing and taking a deep breath. Suddenly, a coin rolls to Panda's feet. Panda bends down to pick it up and smiles. Panda nods to himself, feeling that this bench is lucky. From a distance, Thief notices, narrowing his eyes with curiosity. He walks over, takes the bench, and shoos Panda away. Panda stands up, slightly surprised, and moves to the bench next to it. Thief sits down on the lucky bench, grinning smugly, but a bird flies by. Splat! Right on Thief's head. Thief yells and jumps up. As soon as he stands, he slips on a banana peel, falling flat on his back. Meanwhile, on the nearby bench, Panda has just sat down when Rocky, a drink seller, hands him a free cup. Panda's eyes light up with joy. Thief looks over, eyes wide with jealousy. Panda stands up and moves to yet another bench. Instantly, soft sunlight shines down and a cool breeze blows. Thief tries to switch benches too, but trips over the bench, almost falling. Panda turns back and laughs out loud.
Thief and the cake. Mommy Panda puts a big cake on the table. Boo smells the delicious cake. Boo looks at the cake excitedly. Thief secretly looks at the cake and Boo. Thief runs into the room. Thief grabs the cake and runs away. Boo gets angry and runs after him. Thief runs too fast and trips over a small rock. The cake flies into the air. Thief sits on the floor, looking worried. The cake falls onto Boo's head. The cake falls back in front of Thief. Thief laughs loudly. Mommy Panda walks over and looks at the cake. Thief shyly scratches his head. Mommy Panda cuts the cake. The three happily sit together, eating cake. Capybara and the donut. Pee-Pee holds a big donut in the yard. Pee-Pee looks at the donut excitedly. Pee-Pee happily lifts the donut up high. Boo stands behind them and smiles. A gust of wind accidentally blows the donut away. The donut rolls quickly across the ground. Boo and Pee-Pee run after the donut. The donut rolls through a small puddle. Pee-Pee jumps to catch the donut. But Pee-Pee lightly slips onto the soft grass. Boo laughs loudly. The donut stops in front of Reno. Reno picks up the donut. Reno gives the donut back to Pee-Pee. Pee-Pee breaks the donut into small pieces. The three sit together on the grass, eating the donut.
Panda and the failed car theft. Panda is walking down the street when he suddenly notices Thief sneaking into a car. Vroom! Thief starts the engine and speeds away. Panda's eyes widen. He runs after the car for a few steps, but quickly runs out of breath and has to stop, panting. Panda immediately runs to report it to Police Officer Reno, pointing wildly as he goes. Reno understands at once, jumps into the police car, and turns on the siren to give chase. The chase unfolds through the streets. Thief's car swerves left and right. The police car stays close behind. Suddenly, up ahead, Rocky's car is parked by the roadside. Thief can't dodge in time, lightly bumps into Rocky's car, bringing his car to a stop. Rocky steps out, confused. At that moment, Reno rushes in, blocks the car, and restrains Thief. Thief lowers his head in defeat. Panda runs over, grabs Rocky's hand, and thanks him over and over, bowing repeatedly. That morning, Police Dino suddenly realizes something very important. The familiar whistle of Police Dino is gone! The whole group immediately joins a search mission. Rocky checks every corner at super speed. Panda remembers sitting down somewhere earlier, but can't remember where. Gray Cat quietly watches everything, then stares at a very familiar spot. The whistle is hanging right behind Police Dino's back. The mission ends quickly, and Police Dino can only laugh awkwardly. Panda and the School Hero. Panda walks to school with his backpack, humming happily. Ahead, he suddenly notices Thief blocking Rocky's way, holding out his hand as if asking for money. Rocky looks nervous and confused. Panda steps forward bravely, puffs up his chest, and tries to stop Thief. But when Panda looks closely at Thief's face, he freezes. His ears droop. He gulps. Suddenly, Panda turns around and runs as fast as he can. Rocky watches in shock. Cut scene. Panda rushes to Police Officer Reno, waving his arms wildly and pointing back toward the road. Reno understands immediately and starts running. Thief sees Reno coming from afar. His eyes widen. Thief drops everything and runs away. Reno chases him off screen. Rocky is safe. Panda slowly walks back, trying to look calm and heroic again. Rocky gives Panda a thumbs up. Panda scratches his head, embarrassed, then smiles. The two friends walk to school together. Panda secretly looks back, just in case, then laughs.